We're living through one of the biggest economic paradoxes of the 21st century. Headlines shout going green, yet 2026 data shows that major economies are still increasing fossil fuel production, even after clean energy investment reached a record $2.3 trillion last year. So, why are governments still pushing oil and gas during a global shift to renewables? It's not just about climate, it's about energy sovereignty. Let's break down the logic behind it. We're in what experts call a two-speed transition, a phase that's changing how global wealth is distributed. On one side, the US and the EU use green industrial policy as a tool of economic nationalism. Through laws like the Inflation Reduction Act and the upcoming Fit for 90 package aimed at cutting emissions by 90% before 2040, the West is building high-cost but resilient supply chains. On the other side, China leads the low-cost strategy. With clean energy now making up more than 10% of its GDP, this isn't just a race to save the planet, it's also a trade war disguised as climate policy. Here's where it gets interesting. Carbon border taxes. Since January 2026, the EU's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, CBAM, has taken full effect. It adds carbon tariffs to imports from countries that don't meet its environmental standards. What does that mean for you? The West is using carbon pricing as a form of protectionism, putting pressure on developing economies and taxing them for slower tech progress. Meanwhile, renewable energy now supports 16.6 million jobs worldwide, and that number keeps rising. But inequality is growing fast. The richest 1% burned through their entire 2026 carbon allowance in just the first 10 days of the year. Consumers end up paying more through higher energy prices and green inflation. Investment is shifting from old industries to state-backed green giants. If you don't understand the new rules of this energy game, your wealth could be taxed by wind and sun. So ask yourself, if governments claim to be saving the planet but are really fighting for control of energy, how secure is your financial future? See through the noise and navigate 2026 wisely. Follow and subscribe so you can stay ahead of the shift.